Good morning. Happy Vlogmas, day 1. Yes, I am starting, what's today, the 11th? 11 days late, but better late than never, right? So this morning we're filming on the DJI Osmo Nano. I recently got this. The more that I'm using this, the more I'm loving it. I love the form factor. It's literally the size of my thumb. A little bit thicker than my thumb, but yeah, I like the POV shots that you can get with it. I like the vision dock. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but they just recently updated to where when you have the mic connected and the vision dock disconnected, you're still able to preview your shot, your frame. The thing that I wish they would do, I don't know if you can see that, I'm sure you can, is when you're recording, you lose the capability to see yourself. I don't think it's all that important, not being able to see yourself. It is something that you can't do. I think on the Insta360 Go Ultra, I think you can still preview, but I don't have that camera for sure, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, just the places that you can get this camera, I can't get my Sony camera in 90% of the places I can get this little camera in. So I do like that. I don't know what I have in store for today other than work. I do have to run to Costco after work to pick up a prescription, so I'll bring y'all along with me there. Y'all are gonna have to excuse me. This is my first time actually really kind of vlogging like this. I did do some things over social media when I took a break from social media for a little bit, but yeah. So I'm starting Vlogmas. I'm really wanting to start YouTube. I don't know what my channel is going to be about. I think it's going to be kind of just a mixture of a lot of things starting out until I really figure out what it is that I want to do with this. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I've always been just too scared to start for one reason or another. I think I get in my head a lot. Well, you know what? We're gonna save that for tomorrow's Vlogmas. We'll dive into starting YouTube and things that held me back from doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my drive into work, get my work day done, and then we'll pick back up where I left off. All right, so we're back. Heading out to Costco, like I mentioned earlier. Got to pick up a prescription and a couple other things. I don't know, you should be able to see it, but the motion blur of the vehicles driving past me or me passing them, I'm able to achieve that on this Nano with ND filters. Now I'm using ND filters from my Action 5 Pro. If you have an Action 5 Pro, the lens on it will thread on to your Nano. Now, the O-rings are swapped. On the Action 5, the O-rings built into the camera. So if you do this, you're on your own. Don't say I didn't warn you. Your Nano is no longer waterproof. The only reason why I'm doing this is until Newer or K&F or Small Rig or somebody comes out with ND filters that you don't have to screw on and off. That's all that I've seen so far. The ND filters that I have now, that I'm using now, like I said, are from my Action 5, and those just pop on over the lens, over the original lens. So I'm using the K&F Concept quarter diffusion filter lens on my Nano, and then on top of that is, I think, a ND32, and it's the DJI one. But like I said, until somebody comes out with just pop on and pop off ND filters, I'm going to continue to use this. If I know that my camera's going to get wet, or if it's raining outside or something like that, I will swap over to the original lens so I maintain the waterproof of this camera. But yeah, I thought I'd just throw that out there for if anybody's curious. I was curious one day, and it looked like it would fit the filter or the lens from my Action 5, and it does. I mean, it's Threads on nice and easy. So like I was saying earlier, this is Vlogmas day 1 on day 11 of the month, you know, because I didn't start on time. I'll dive more into why I didn't start on December 1st in tomorrow's Vlogmas. So I'm also using the DJI Mic 3 on this. I've had, I think, all of the mics, and this one by far has to be my favorite just because of the size. You know, I got to give a shout out to a couple content creators that have really inspired me to do this. One's Evan Lindy from Lindy's Life. Another one is It's Juji. So if you haven't seen them, look them up. They got great content. I'm really enjoying watching their vlogs. And yeah, just thanks guys for giving me the inspiration to try this. All right, so I just got back home from Costco, and I got to say one of the best things about going to Costco is getting this big old bag of cashews. I don't know about you, but I love cashews, and that is by far the best deal, price versus the size of what you get. The whole bag was like 15 bucks, and it's 2.5 pounds of cashews. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for Vlogmas day 1 on day 11 since I started late. I'll see you tomorrow.